Hello guys. Oh my goodness, it has been forever and ever. Oh, I am so glad to be back. I have missed you guys like crazy. Oh my gosh, it has been a long time. Yeah, it has been a long time. I think it's been 8 months since I've done a video. It has been a very long, hard road. I will just say that. Many of you know I was having a lot of health problems and severe migraines. Last year was a very bad year for me. But I am so much better. And I have been crafting, and I just wanted to jump in and do a video and show you guys what I was working on. I finally got my setup fixed. So my son helped me with this tripod. I could not get my phone to fit in it. I have the new iPhone, and it is like the biggest one. It's the widest, and it did not want to fit in here, but we crammed it in, and it might just pop out. I don't know, because it's barely fitting in here. One of these days we might be doing a video and it just might pop out of this thing. I'm not sure, but for right now it is in there, and I'm excited because I can actually do a video. So how is everybody doing? I have had so many people over the past 8 months to message me and check on me, which has been just extremely humbling and kind, and just so considerate. I have so appreciated you guys. It just really means a lot to me. I'm so thankful for my subscribers. I have the best subscribers in the world. So thank you so much. Tell me how you guys are doing and what you've been up to. I would love to hear in the comments. I would love to read your comments below. Just bombard me with your comments. I would love to hear from all of you guys. I have missed you so much. So, yeah, let's just get back to normal, right? Let's just try to, anyway. I'm going to try to get back to normal and try to do some videos. Don't know how it's going to go. Have no plans. We're just going to do it because that's what I do. You know, I just do what I do. But today, I wanted to show you guys what I'm working on. I'm trying to build my stash again. And, of course, I'm using my scraps. So, as I scrap bust, I build my stash with that. So I wanted to show you what I'm doing. I'm using all my scraps from my, you know, my coffee dyed pages, which that's not coffee, that is avocado. But I take all my coffee dyed scraps, and the bigger pieces I have put to the side, and I'm going to do a couple different things with, which this will probably be a couple different videos. But one thing you can do is, if they're not already folded in half, a lot of times I fold mine in half and cut it because I'm making my signatures for my like standard size notebooks and things. So they're already folded in half. But I would just sew this around. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So I would sew it to make it more sturdy. So you'd have 2 pages instead of 1, which this one I just glued with a glue stick and just sewed across the top because I like that look too. Just stressed around it and then added a tab, and you've got a nice little journaling card. So I like some of the thinner journaling cards because by the time you add some of your layers, like your if you're gonna add stickers or washi tape, which I prefer more die cuts and things, but whatever you're adding on top, you're going to have a lot of thickness with that anyway, and you're going to have a lot of heaviness. So you can add paper, and that lightweight is going to get thicker as you build up onto it, especially if you're collaging. So this is a really good way to use up your bigger pieces. I hope the lighting's okay, guys. I'm just jumping right back into this. I just say let's get going, right? So there's one thing we can do. We can make envelopes with these, you know, smaller envelopes, but not the mini envelopes, because I'm doing the mini envelopes today, and I'm going to show you how I'm doing those. But there's a lot of things we're going to do with these bigger ones, so we'll do that another time. One thing that I'm working on, which I've only sewn one because I'm going to change my thread. are my journaling cards, and I hope that's not too washed out. That looks really bright, but it's more distressed and brownish. These are index cards. They're unlined or unruled, whatever they say. I don't know. And I had ordered a bunch of these whale tails, and I thought they were actually like real ledger, and they were printed. So they were just printed, but that's okay. I just distressed around them and then put them over there, because I don't have the whale tail tab. You know, most of us do not. We were not fortunate enough to get that, but you could use either side. I just distressed both sides, and then I corner rounded them with my smaller corner round, and then just distressed around it, and I sewed around it. But I think I'm going to use my brown thread. My mom picked up some brown thread for me. Thank you, Mother. And I really want to use the darker brown with this. I want to try that. I've never really used the dark brown, and I'm wanting to try it. But this is what it looks like. So you've got like step 1, just an index card, and then here's after you round it and distress it, add your tab, and I just add a very little bit of my glue stick. I use the Extra Strength Craft Bond. That is my favorite glue stick, and I've tried quite a bit. I have a gnat in here, and that's what I use. And then just sew around it. That's the way I like it. I think that's really pretty, and that's going to be a really nice journaling card ready, and I will have a bunch of these ready to go. I do have some that are lined also, and I'm going to do those, and I'm going to make them sideways, so the tab will be here or in the middle. My nails look terrible. They're all broke. So my tab will be down, you know, here, sticking up, or in the middle, wherever you want it. You can put it wherever. And so when you turn it around, you've got your lines to write on. So that's how I am doing those. And I'm going to make a bunch of these up. And of course, then you can have them, you know, blank, and then they're ready to go, so you can just decorate them. So that is one thing I'm working on. And these are the thinner strips. So I have, you know, we always have our cutoff strips. Everybody has them. You cannot avoid them. And everybody's usually piled up with them. And, you know, we've tried all different things. We do our, what do you call them? Yvonne just did one, and I want to do one of those too. The, oh, what'd she do? Lisa, see, first thing, and I'm back on camera, and I don't know what I'm doing. What did Yvonne just do? Where you just add all the pretty stuff, you know, and you just keep collaging. She just did one. What's it called? But I've been taking the thinner ones like this, as you see, and you just crinkle them up. Yvonne, I know you're watching the video. You're going to comment and tell me what you just did, because I can't even think about it right now. But anyway, you just crinkle it up back and forth, and then you sew it. And you can even distress it. But, what is that called? I'd look on my phone, but I'm recording on my phone. But you just go back and forth any which way. You can go straight down if you want, but, you know, I'm just not a straight down person. And then you can use these on the side of your page. You can use them as a tuck, just as pretty, you know. You can use them on the top of your page. I've used them on the top of my journaling cards, especially my library pockets cards. Not my pockets, my cards, on the top of my library cards. I've used them up here, my coffee dyed ones. Let's get that back out. And then just sewed them. I'm a little close, aren't I? And then just sewed them. You could even glue them since they're already sewed. What is it? So thick, like that. So yeah, they're really cute, and you can add them to the side of any journaling card. Like I said, they can be to the side of a pocket, a page, whatever you want. They're just for decoration, and they come in really handy, especially when you have a bunch. And I've already got a bunch folded up, and all I got to do is sew them. So I take my smaller, skinnier strips for that, and I put them to the side. And I mean, those You've seen how fast I made that. I mean, and you don't have to be precise. There's no art to it. I mean, you're just any which way you want to go. I mean, look how quick that goes and you're done. Okay, and I like some of mine like rounded, like curved, like this, because it makes it so pretty on a page like that. So, and then you can make some more straight. So that is one thing I'm doing. Then the bigger strips like this. Now this is the fun project that we are going to do today. So let me get some stuff out of the way. I'm not going to use my distress ink right now. I will probably need that, but let me use some of this. So I'm going to make mini envelopes. Now, I know a lot of people make mini envelopes. I learned how to make mini envelopes through Lori, Girl on the Ridge, and that's where I fell in love with my little minis. And you know, Lori can just take a piece of paper. I don't care what size it is. I don't care what kind of paper it is, and she can turn it into a mini envelope. And I mean, it's perfect. I don't know how she does it. I am not that talented. And she could just sit and it's done. And I can't. But I'm more of a perfectionist than Lori is. And mine have to be straight and even. And, you know, I'll drive myself nuts doing that. And she don't do that. She just throws it together. And hers always look good. And if I just throw mine together, mine never look good. So, you know, everybody has their own way, and mine is just not like Lori's. Now that one's, where did that go? This one, I took and added a different bottom that's like, I don't even know if it's coming through, scalloped. And I like that, and I kind of like distressed the edges, but that was something different. But anyway, when I did these like this, well, I'm out of focus, guys, I'm sorry. They'll just have to be glued, but before you glue them, you have to distress them, of course. You don't want to, so that's where the distress ink's going to come in. Now, I'm not going to sit and distress mine today, because what I'm doing, I'm going to show you how to make them like super, super fast. But you would distress like the edges there, then you would glue them down. And then after they're glued, you just go all the way around and distress them, and you've got your envelope. Now, you know, there is, I forget how many in this little jar, but that's not enough for me. Like, I could use these in one day. I use a lot of these little mini envelopes when I have them ready. If I don't have them ready, of course, I'm not going to be able to use them. Okay, so I was trying to figure out, I was going through all my scraps. I have a bunch of scraps in this drawer right here. And I was going through these, and I was just trying to make mini envelopes. And I come across this technique by accident. So I'm going to share with you how I figured this out. And hopefully this will help you too. So it's been a blessing for me, because I love my mini envelopes. So these strips like this, which, I mean, they're all different sizes and lengths and stuff and such. Okay, so what I do is I just start at the end and just take and, you know, bend up and make my point. Simple, right? Now I'm trying to work around a tripod, so give me some grace here. I can't see what I'm doing. I'm not even in frame. Am I in frame? Okay. Then after you make your point, you're just going to fold that straight up and make sure that that's, you know, a straight line from this tip to here, because, you know, you want that to be a straight line, because if not, you get these bended edges here and here. You guys know what I'm talking about. So make sure that's a straight line. So now you've got this, okay? Because all you did was simply just bend that down, right? Or fold that down, okay? Now we're gonna take this tip, where this tip stops, you're just gonna fold that down one more time, okay? And make And you can feel the tip right here. And you're gonna make that straight again, okay? And now you've got your envelope underneath there. And so take your scissors and don't cut directly where that is. Go underneath it just a tad, because if you don't, it's not gonna, if you come up here, it's not gonna fold. It's gonna be too long underneath, and it's gonna come up here and it won't fold down. You see what I'm saying? If you don't cut down a little bit, it's not gonna close right there. And there is your envelope, okay? So then all you have to do is glue it down by whatever means, you know, if you want liquid glue. I just use, you can use liquid glue if you want. You can use your, I keep saying you can use your glue stick and just run it across there. You can use just a dot of liquid glue, whatever you want, but what I'm doing is I'm literally making it and just throwing it right in there. So I'm gonna make a few more and you can watch me, and watch how fast these go. There's nothing to it. Once you get the hang of it and you're just sitting here, you can literally just sit and watch a movie and just make these like it's nothing, because you're working your way down this piece of paper. So you just keep on going right down this until this paper's gone. So you're just working down these strips, and you just keep going. And so depending on, see, there's another one. And then if you get it, don't get it too crooked, but if you get it crooked, you can always cut or trim. I don't need it cut. The edge off there. Is that focusing? There we go. And I mean, you're just, the thinner, of course. Let's see here. So we've got that gnat. We've got a smaller one, see how thin, and then a big one. So you're gonna have a smaller envelope and a bigger envelope. So let's just do this too. And I'll show you the difference. But all you gotta do, and now I'm not done with this one, but I wanna show you the difference. Is that, okay, that's the same size as that one. Okay, so let's do, maybe this is the same size. Nope, it's bigger. See the difference in our envelopes right there? So you're gonna get all different sizes. I don't know if you guys can see me. Am I too close? I'm too close in. I'm sorry. I am working around this tripod, which you've heard me complain about in the past. It's hard to work around the tripod. I need to get it, which my next goal is to actually get my setup changed to where it's above me or in front of me. That would be better. That would be much better. Okay, look. So now we have small, medium, and large. You guys see that? So we have a larger one. It's not large, but you know. Then we have the small one here. And then we've got the itty bitty one, which you can even go smaller than that. I mean, I've got some teeny tiny ones. But you just keep going until the paper is gone. And I mean, it's not going to take you no time. Like I said, especially once you start doing it, and you are in a groove. Because last night I was in a groove, and I mean, I could do one within a minute. I was doing one whole strip within 1 minute. I mean, one of the longest, well, it wasn't even a minute, I don't think, but you know what I mean. It wasn't taking no time. Just make sure to cut underneath there some, because you want that space to be able to, just don't cut too far down, but you don't want to see it down here either. And then that, I don't think we're gonna be able to fold, so we'll put that down. We'll put that back in our scrap. So yeah, that is what I've been doing, and I just thought I'd share that tip with you guys, because we're always looking for new ways to use our scraps. And you know, these strips, what was Yvonne making? Can't think what she was making. And I've been wanting to make one, and I watched her make it, and I was gonna tell her that I wanted to make that. Now she had me wanting to make one. But you know, when you are doing 100 different projects, something's got to wait, you know. And I have just been on the project bin. Like, I got into my huge tote, and it was my unfinished projects tote, and I started finishing projects. And I have been making journals galore. Like, it has just been crazy. The journals that I just started making, like, I was just on a crafting binge. Like, I just couldn't stop. Yeah, it's been crazy, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. So I just thought I would get on here, and I hope you guys can use this, because I think it's an easy way to make these envelopes with this technique of just folding it down. Of course, that's pretty much how you do it anyway, but I like this because you just keep going, and they just all seem to turn out, you know, right. You could use any kind of paper, like different music paper and stuff like that. I ended up putting the music paper and other different papers back because I didn't like the way that they looked last time I did envelopes. I prefer these, just the plain coffee dyed paper, or even the I'm losing my thought here. I'm still trying to think of what Yvonne was making. The avocado dyed paper. I love it. It's my favorite. But I'm almost out, so I'm like trying to be very careful with my avocado dyed paper. What was she making? Oh my gosh, what is that thing called? I hate it when I do that. And why do you do it on when you're recording? When you're trying to tell somebody something and then you just don't remember. She was making a snippet. Was it a snippet? Yes, a snippet. Is that what it was? Like, you guys know. I think it was a snippet, but I don't know now. Like a snippet strip, like you put in a fabric, except hers was paper. I swear that's what it was, but I really think that's what it was, because I know I've been wanting to make one of those. And you just cut it wherever you want. I think that's what it was. But I don't know, anytime she makes something, I'm ready to make it. Let's see. Let's see. So yeah, just keep doing that all the way down. I think I've showed you enough. But it's just so easy. Just mess that corner up, edge up. I did. Just keep going down through there, and you just gotta, I mean, you can fill up that jar. You can get a nice set of these minis real quick. And like I said, with me, I use these so quick that you need quite a few of them. Now you take, you put a cluster together like that. I wonder if that would be cute, putting that over like that. I don't know, but anyway, you got 3 right there, you know, and that's just on in one cluster on one page, you know. It does look kind of cute like that. So, I mean, yeah, they go really, really quick. So I need a big jar full of them, and I'm going to have them, of course I'll have them glued, and I'll have them, you know, distressed and ready to go, and then I could just put them in whatever cluster I want to. So then they'd be cute on this too, just to glue them and distress them and put them on there. Oh, that'd be really cute. So guys, I hope that helps. I hope that'll give you some ideas of what to use your little strips for, and maybe you can make some minis up. I love those things. I'm like addicted to them right now. And maybe you can make you some journaling cards up for your stash. And we're going to come up with some ideas for these bigger pieces. I know I'm going to make some journaling cards with them. I know I'm going to do some stamping and make journaling cards with them, so that'll be another video. But I am so glad to be back, and I hope you guys are doing good, and I will see you in the next video. You guys have a blessed day. I will see you soon. Bye.